So, I'm not one for playing games like this ever. I'm not one to play any game that is semi-scary, and I'm not too sure what drew me close to this game like an unforbidden love to an addictive substance. Maybe it was the cheap $5 price? Luring story? I'm not too sure. But this is going to be my honest review of the game Nightmare of Decay. Hello guys, my name is Beedly10 and welcome to another video game review. I'm not too entirely sure where to start with this one, but man, do I have a freaking hidden gem for you today. It's totally not what I expected, and in my first thought, I wasn't actually going to be able to finish the game. Well, I finished it, and I am beyond excited that I actually made it to the end. Nightmare of Decay is literally a throwback to the days of the original Resident Evil games with a first-person perspective tie-in to the more modern Resident Evil titles. It has a somewhat clunky PS1 perspective, but it's still super charming and artistic. The entire environment and control setups mix very well together, and it makes an expertly crafted title. In all honesty, the developer should be extremely proud of this project. I mean, if I even created anything that was half as decent, I would literally cry tears of joy. Between having to solve somewhat not so obvious puzzles and thinking, hey, a walking zombie is no match for me, only to find yourself being in full-blown panic because one grabs you and starts chewing away at your neck. Now, I know you're thinking, zombies? Is that all? Well, actually, I wouldn't even call them zombies. To me, they're more like crazies. Some of them can wield weapons, some enemies are not even zombie-like, and they're super fast. They can actually be faster than you, and some of them have the vibe that they've been summoned to Earth from a place that's deeper than the pits of hell. I kind of feel like that this game has tiny bits and pieces of memes put into it that my 3 brain cells don't recognize. I mean, there's a literal achievement for beating the game in an hour. Like, I wasn't even close to beating it in an hour, and the developer wants you to beat the game super fast. It's kind of a hook so that you will go back and play the game over and over again and get a speedrunning high score. Literally, there is a speedrunning timer inside the game, and to be honest, I think it's a great feature that they have. Will I personally do a speedrun? I thought about doing it, and I actually almost started to do a speedrun, and then my brain was like, yeah, I don't have enough time to focus on this. And I think one time, playing through the game once, was good enough for me. I wanted to experience the lure of the story, and I got everything that I paid for in the end of the day. So, Nightmare of Decay is top tier. It is a really, really good game, and I absolutely love it. But, there are a few negatives that I have for this game. I was thinking a lot about it earlier, and I thought that I should bring it to your attention in general. Your character has an infinite amount of energy to run around and sprint, but as soon as you enter a room where an enemy is lurking around, the character instantly gets a stamina bar that prevents them from running forever. And the reason why I don't like this is because I started to lose the sensation of anxiety when entering a room. I would enter the room, hit the shift key, go sprint, see if the bar would pop up, and then I'd be like, oh, there's nothing here. And to be honest, that kind of killed the excitement of entering a room and trying to find out if there was danger lurking around or not. One other slightly negative feeling that I got is that towards the beginning of a boss fight, I kind of felt like they were too easy and they could literally be finished within 10 seconds. You know, the boss pops up, he starts charging you, you're like, oh shit, what do I do? And then you pull the trigger on one of your stronger guns a few times, and then all of a sudden he's dead, splattered on the ground, and you've beat that boss. So personally, yeah, there's weak spots on those bosses when you get further in the game, but they don't necessarily make too much sense because you can still kill the boss within like 3 shots if you're lucky. Now, I don't know if this is any different on the hardest difficulty because I did play it on the normal difficulty, so keep that in mind. Now, I know that this video is probably going to be on the shorter side of things. There's not a whole bunch to talk about. With me playing through the game, I played it through once. I think that there's multiple endings to the game, which is probably going to be super interesting. If I ever do come back, I will tell you if there's multiple endings. I was thinking about cheating and doing some research, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm probably going to play through the game again and try to beat it in an hour. Aside from that, like I said a second ago, I don't think I have much more to say. If I were to give this game a rating, it would be a solid 9 out of 10. I'm not too sure if I want to play it again, but I will most likely attempt to do so. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys really enjoyed it. If you have any suggestions or comments that you want to say, please leave a comment in the comment section below. If you want to see more, please subscribe to the channel. I will be uploading a lot more now. I finally just got internet, good enough internet to be able to upload stuff, so that's really exciting. This is me, Beedly10, and you guys have a wonderful day.